What's going on? This is Coffee Run. You guys have questions. Hopefully we can get some good answers. Question number one, what is the scariest part about being a CEO? I think at different stages, there's different scary pieces, or different pieces are scarier than others. I would say right now, the scariest part is kind of twofold. One, we have this huge opportunity, and I'm so afraid that we are not gonna make the right decisions on the execution side, and we're not gonna be able to seize that opportunity that we have in front of us. I think at different points, what some of the scariest pieces are that you have, 70 different families relying on the company to continue to be able to make money and pay and, succeed so that people have a job and they have a livelihood. So yeah, those are probably the two scariest pieces of being a CEO. There's a lot of other things there, but those are probably the biggest ones. Question number two, what do you say to someone who is afraid to take the leap to start their own business? Probably the number one thing that I say is to just get started. So you can plan for years, but the chance of things going exactly according to plan are so low. You're gonna learn so much, things are gonna be a lot different than you expected, you're gonna have to pivot, you're gonna have to make different decisions and make new plans. Getting started is by far the best way to learn. Secondly, though, is you should have some kind of contingency plan because, again, things probably aren't going to go according to plan, and having kind of a backup to make sure that you can fall back on it and you're not going to fall super hard on your face is really important. So I failed a number of times prior to Viral launch, and the cool thing was I wasn't all into the point where I wasn't gonna have a place to sleep if things failed. So having that contingency plan, it's really important to have those contingencies because there is a good chance that you're gonna fail, but it's not about whether or not you fail this time, it's about whether or not you try enough times to actually go and succeed. Question number three, how do you perceive money? That's a really interesting question, actually. So I personally am not someone that's very driven by money. I don't really buy much, so I don't really need a lot of cash to just spend money. I definitely perceive money differently when it's personal and business. Some of my friends also do, and it's very interesting where, I don't want to go out to eat because I don't want to spend $7, $8 on dinner. But yet I'm more than willing to drop $50,000 in the business for, this contractor to come in and tell us this or that. So the amount of money that you spend in business is so different than the amount of money that you spend personally, at least for me. I know some friends that are absolutely not that way. Question number four, how do you approach leadership? It's a really good question, and I think in a company, it kind of changes based on the size of the company and who you have around you in terms of the leadership team. Something that I've absolutely learned is an organizational leader, someone that understands the objectives of the business. They understand their team, their role in that, and they really, every decision is focused on how can I push myself and my team to help support those objectives. It's something that I've really learned from our experienced leadership team. But in general, leadership for me, I like to try to inspire and motivate and really live out whatever it is that I'm expecting the team to be. So if I'm expecting the team to push themselves to be better, I need to be pushing myself to be better. But I want to inspire them to do that. Well, we're really in it. Question number five, what has been the biggest personal obstacle in trying to scale a business? It's a really good question. And I feel all right, bye Cassie, have a nice weekend. So this is a really good question. I feel for me, it's interesting. The things that helped us to start off so well and be so efficient and so effective when we first started are probably the things that then make it difficult to go to that next level and build a really scalable organization. The creativity, the ideas, moving fast, being able to pivot well, those, and being able to wear a lot of hats, those things really helped us to get off the ground and go be very effective. But now I need to kind of shake all of that, and I need to be a lot more focused on organization and structure and setting up the right systems and processes so that the team can be most effective. And it's literally night and day difference. And so identifying that need has been difficult, but then going and actually executing on that, because my natural tendency is to do things myself, be creative, and focus on ideas versus really focus on execution and helping the team to execute. That's probably been my biggest obstacle. And I see a lot of people that are so far this way that they struggle to even get to the point where they need to focus on scale. So, one thing I've been thinking quite a bit about is like, a lot of people think entrepreneurship, building a business is about creativity and, being the most creative and having all these ideas. And I would say, building a business is like, 0.1% ideas, 99.9% execution. And really, like, I've suppressed my creativity in specific ways because I don't even want to entertain new ideas or new business opportunities because I don't want to be distracted from that. I want to go and execute. And so that's been Coffee Run. Thanks so much for the questions. Hopefully you got some good answers. Hopefully this helps you to be a little better version of yourself. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to follow my journey to making it, go hit the subscribe button. We're always posting new content as I work to build this business. And if you want to see the behind the scenes, the day-to-day, come check me out on my personal Instagram. But I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later.